What's up, YouTube? This is Chevybrotha checking back in with you guys. Project F-Bomb here. What I got in the background here is all the bodies that I've had in the past for F-Bomb. This is the very first body from the Stampede that I had. You see, it's kind of beat up. That's why I don't really show it on YouTube anymore. But yeah, that's the very first body that I had on my very first Rustler. This is the second body I had for F-Bomb here. The one that this one's been through a war. It's beat up and cracked up and everything. Uh-oh. Hold on one second, guys. Let me pick this body up. Put that back in the shot here. There we go. Then we have the Sunkissed body here, done by Mr. Mimo 12. Yeah, he donated that body to me a couple months ago for F-Bomb here. Finally got the body drilled. I still haven't put it on the car or run it or anything. But I do have the holes drilled in it so I can mount it. But again, I can't bring myself to run that body. This body here is an old Rustler body that someone donated to me from Hobbytown, USA. I brought my car into the store and I had this raggedy body here. They're like, well, I got a spare Rustler body, so he went ahead and gave it to me. It didn't look that good, so what I did, I scuffed it down and went ahead and shot it murder black. But yeah, let me go ahead and crack the hood and show you guys what I've been working on here. Alright, we're under the hood of old F-Bomb here. I wanted to touch on this ESC here. This ESC is a ZTW 80 amp 4S ESC. This ESC is supposed to be waterproof, but the problem that I had with that was I ran through a puddle on accident. I was trying to swerve, to miss the puddle, but I slid into the puddle anyway and it got wet. Now, let me touch on that. They tell you that these ESCs are waterproof. I don't believe that at all. Because when this thing got wet, it started acting all funky and it wouldn't work at all. So actually, F-Bomb was actually sitting up for about a week. I was trying to dry it out. I had to reprogram it, rebind it to my remote and all that good stuff. And I was just having all types of problems with trying to get this thing working. I just got this ESC to start working correctly yesterday. I had to use a hair dryer to blow it dry. That got all the water out of it, and it actually started to work again. Also, too, I wanted to touch on these center nuts here. Traxxas does make a replacement for these. The part number, I will attach that at the end of the video. You can actually get these center nuts right here. You can get those again without having to buy the whole hub adapter. You can buy these separate. The part number is, I believe, 5654 or 5684. But let me look and double check and make sure I'll get that for you guys. But yes, you can replace this center nut here rather than buying a whole nother set of alloy hub carriers, the 17 millimeters. Basically, I haven't changed much on the car. I'm still testing the tuning. Still concerned about this battery that's puffing here. I don't know what's going on with that, but every time I put my cell checker on it, it checks out pretty good. So, I'm just keeping an eye on it and make sure I store it in my fireproof bag. Guys, I wanted to touch on that. Anytime that you have a LiPo battery, always have a fireproof container to store it, charge it, or whatever. If you're not running your car, put it in your fireproof container because you never know. These things can catch on fire. They can burn your house down. They can burn down your truck. They can hurt you. Anything can happen. So make sure that you have a fireproof container to store these batteries. I'm still running my Castle Creations 1415 motor. It's the ETS 2400 out of the funny car. Still running that. Haven't changed anything on the car. I'm still testing the tuning, still trying to get my speed up. Unfortunately, I stripped the spur gear here because I was running the 48 pitch, one of the Traxxas ones, the plastic spur gears, and I stripped the teeth off of it. So right now, I got a kind of junky gear ratio in it for now just to get it running. But I'm going to go ahead and switch it over to the Mod 1 out of the Nitro E-Revo. Or the Nitro Revo, I'm sorry. I'm going to switch over to Mod 1 and see what we can do with that. Just waiting to get some more coin up, and we're going to go ahead and change over to the gears and see how fast we can get this thing to go. I was trying to see how fast I can get it to go on 48 pitch. So far I hit, I believe, 60 miles an hour. It's undocumented, it's unvideoed, but I'm going to probably order another set of 48 pitch gears just to put them in here to do a run video with a GPS on here so you guys can see how fast this thing is. You can go fast on 48 pitch gears. You can do it. You don't need Mod 1s or 32 pitch or anything like that. For people on a budget, you can do it on 48 pitch gears. As you well know, my whole truck's built budget minded. Don't have a whole lot into it. The main thing I have the money into is the motor, This is only a $40 ESC. This is a $55 motor. This battery was $40. And, you know, a set of gears. And basically what you want to do is invest your money into RPM parts. You know, your A-arms, your front bumper, your shock tower, your rear shock tower, your rear A-arms here. These are off of a Revo 3.3. I got a set of these for 16 bucks. These are the stock shocks here. I'm going to be changing these out. They also use the GTRs on the XO1. Now, I was thinking about putting those on here because it'll lower the front end a little more. You can get a set of those from the XO1. I was looking on eBay. You can find those for like 20 bucks for a set of 4. So I'm going to get 2 of those, put those on the front, run these on the back, and it should be decent. Yeah, I'm going to try that. Also, too, I've been having a little wheelie problem, you know, so to add some weight to this thing, I'm going to change this bulkhead out. Now, guys, again, I'm on a budget. I can't afford all the bling bling and all that name brand stuff. So actually, I've been looking at Atomic RC. They have a bulkhead that's aluminum for 7 bucks. I'm gonna try that out, add some weight to it, and eventually I'm gonna change this top plate also. Still haven't done anything with the steering, but what I have done is modified it a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see there, but if you look inside there, if you get a flat nut, the nut will actually clear the frame and the steering bell crank. And you could run a screw. Let me see here if I can get my finger in there. Yeah, you can run a screw in there with a flat nut on both sides. That way your screws won't pop out. And you can use a stock steering bell crank. And it won't come apart. Another thing I want to touch on here was using RPM axle carriers in the front here, along with the alloy caster links here. If you get the little, I forgot what they're called. They're like a little washer kit from Traxxas. If you get that, put those washers in underneath this thing. It'll actually take up some of the play here. You see that? My wheel doesn't move. Both sides. Okay? You want to put that in there because that'll actually help your wheel to stay straight. Because when you're going down the street, you don't want your wheel to start doing this, because if it does that, you're going to lose control of your car and smack into something. I've learned a lot, you know, ever since I went lipo. It'll actually show you the weak points of your truck. You know, when you go lipo power and you put more power into this truck, you'll actually start seeing the weak points and, you know, areas that need to be tightened up, you know, to make sure everything runs true and runs good and runs straight. I'm still working on the rear wheels because I still have a little play in the back here, but I'm going to get another washer kit and put that in the back because I have washers in there. I have 2 on each side. So that took a lot of the play out, but I need to put, you know, 1 more on each side, and then that should take care of the play there. You know, still running these stock caster links back here. I haven't changed those out yet. I got a gray one in here because, you know, I had a mishap, hit a curb and snapped one. So I just went through my junkyard, found one, boom, slapped it in there. It's gray for now. Who cares? I mean, it runs, it works. Big deal. My car is not, you know, a bling bling or a trophy mobile. Mine's built for fun, you know, built to run, you know, so that's why I don't have all the blinging parts on there. Everything on here serves a purpose. So that's all for now. Rate, comment, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and as always, keep RCing and keep wrenching. Peace. What's up, YouTube? This is Chevybrotha back at you. This is the part number for those alloy hub adapter, the nuts on there. The actual part number was 5854. And when you get these were only $7.99. These come in a bag of 4. These are replacement center nuts for the hub carriers there. You know, I went to Hobby Town and they had them in stock. It was only $7, and you know, it'll help you out. I would keep a set of these on hand because sometimes you do lose them with the Traxxas hub adapters. So yeah, guys, for those of you out there who keep losing center nuts like I do, I actually called Traxxas and got the part number. It's 5854. That's all for now. Rate, comment, subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and as always, keep RCing, keep wrenching. Peace.